Yes, that's JOEBILINE here. Today we have a review on the matchup striker Gabriel Jesus of the first round of matchups. Now we'll talk about a bit about the controversy and all of that with the draw situation in a bit. We want to focus on Gabriel Jesus to start with at least. But he's a good striker. 83 rated. He's got the agility skill boost, which gives you dribbling, reaction, ball control, sprint speed, awareness. Of course, as we said in the Merchants review, I'll be playing the players during review slightly out of position so that you can see them in their true original form. So in this role, I'll be playing the 3-5-1-1 with him at centre forward. So he's basically in a striker role. He's just not getting them skill boosts, so you can see him how he is off the bat if you didn't have any skill boosts. I like that. 91 pace, 90 dribbling agility, 81 shooting, 74 passing, 31 defending, 65 physical. He's a very nice card. He does have, let me just get he's got 92 dribbling off the bat, so he can do rainbows. And if some of you guys, you may not have used rainbow yet, rainbow is the go-to move this year. Roulettes are still great. I like to use a mixture, but rainbows are so much more effective than last year. You've seen in this clip right here. Rainbows just work. I don't know what they did or what they had to implement or change, but they finally cracked it and made rainbows worth it. So when you get that player to 90 dribbling, it's oh so worth it. Obviously it makes their roulette smoother along the way, but the rainbow is nice. And Gabriel Jesus has got some great stats to go along with him. 90 sprint speed, 94 acceleration. He is quick. 88 finishing. Oh, he finishes his chicken dinners all right. If I had him on PUBG, I would be winning a lot. Rest of the stats: 86 reactions, 86 composure, although composure doesn't actually do anything unless they do this year. We don't know. Last year composure related slightly to penalties, how come they take penalties, but it's not really important. 88 position, and he is in position a lot. 80 short passing, he can pass around if needs be, but most of the time I just ran through, did a skill and scored with him. 83 shot power, 88 finishing, that we said. It's all very nice indeed. And that 90 ball control means he keeps it and doesn't lose much speed. His dribbling and his ball control are all mighty fine, so when he's running with the ball he doesn't lose much of his speed and he feels fast. And you'll see him from these clips there. There's a few here where he maybe didn't finish, but I liked him a lot. Did I prefer him or Mertens more? It was very close, but I think Gabriel Jesus edged it for me. And although I've got my Griezmann up to like 90, I kind of want to take Gabriel Jesus forward as the man to level up, because he's very good. He's lethal. Now a lot of you may be thinking like, well, we've got Griezmann now, so why would we want to try and get someone like this? Griezmann, like Ali, well, Ali's quite not as fast as Griezmann and Ronaldo, but like Ronaldo, because they've been downgraded to 80 for you to upgrade, they've done that with the pace as well. In other years, normally pace doesn't affect the overall. This year, pace is directly linked to the player's overall, so the pace was lowered as well. So as you level them up, the pace goes up. Gabriel Jesus has ridiculous stats, because Gabriel Jesus has got his stats as he should be, just boosted up, because he's basically like an inform card, the matchup card, whereas Ronaldo and your Griezmann's, until you start leveling them up, their stats aren't actually that great. Like Griezmann's a good card, but he just feels quite sluggish in the early levels. Griezmann's, while Gabriel Jesus feels lightning and fast. Now on to the matchup stuff. It did clearly state before that a draw meant nobody won, so we didn't. It's not like they added the rule afterwards that a draw didn't take you through. They did clearly state that. Now it was annoying when I was at the test centre, they hadn't decided yet. It did sound like a draw would take through, but I guess they went with that. Well, if there was 4 draws in the week, or 4 drew, then every single person in the game would be getting a free card, and that could have impact on the economy. My solution, and then what they need to do, and I'm hoping they do when we see it on Thursday night. I think you're watching this Thursday day, so it should be tonight. They need to have the draw option. They need to have it. They need to let us pick a draw, because it just feels so sour when a draw, when something out of your control can stop you from winning something. Like all you had to do was choose, bet on the games. It's free, it costs no stamina, so we got a lot, like 30 to 40k coins, but it was just felt a sour taste. It was brand new promo. It was like, oh, this is great, we can all do something together. And then a draw stopped anybody from actually properly winning. They did then introduce that. Essentially, each one you get right takes a percentage off the player's price, and introduce that. So you get them all right, you get 100% off. 1 right, 25. 2 right, half price. 3 right, 75%. I got 2 right, so it meant I had to pay 4k to secure the card, and I'm happy with the purchase, knowing that I can take him up higher. If you don't spend much on the game or don't spend anything at all, if you got 3 right and you've got the 2k spare, because we get a lot of FIFA points from campaigns and from daily activities, we are getting a lot more FIFA points this year for free than we were last year. I would potentially, I'd say, if you like what you're seeing here, I'd say if you got 3 right for 2,000 FIFA points, he is most definitely worth it. If you got 3 right, 2,000 FIFA points you've got saved up already, and you're looking for a striker that you could potentially take all the way in the game, I would recommend it, especially if you're like a City fan or a Brazil fan. 2,000 FIFA points is an absolute steal. He does also give more XP than regular players, so that's something to consider when you potentially decide you don't want him anymore. You can XP him in for more. He's not tradable. Maybe they make him tradable in the future. I assume they probably won't, with it being won through either getting the results right or FIFA points only. I guess they don't want to, I don't know. But maybe matchup cards are tradable in the future. That'd be cool. We'll have to see. But 2k FIFA points, I'd definitely recommend it. If you're someone like me or someone who does spend more, 4k FIFA points, I'd probably consider it as well if you had the coins and the statues to then upgrade him further. Because this is him at 83 untouched. He's very rapid, his finishing's great, his roulettes are smooth, his rainbows are great. And he's a very, very enjoyable card. One of the best of you so far. Definitely, yeah, I'd edge him over the Mertens. And I'm going to carry on using him. For 2k FIFA points, if you've got them spare, I'd potentially pull the trigger on him because he's a very, very good card. And although you may have Griezmann 80-81 for free, he's a hell of a lot better. And depending on how long it's going to take to level Griezmann up further, it may take a while, or maybe you go for 2 strikers. To Jesus at 2k FIFA points, if you've got them, I'd say he's a steal, especially for how much elites. For 2,000 FIFA points, you could open 2 premium packs and not get any elites. So you've got to think of it that way at this stage of the game. I very much enjoyed it, and I'm glad I pulled the trigger at 4k. For 2k, and you're in the situation where you can spare 2k, I'd go for it if you got 3 of them right. We need draws next week. I'm hoping it's happening. I think it should. We'll have to see. But leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. Come follow me on Twitter at joebilineHD. And I'll see you all later. Peace.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for you.